Alright, so once you've made a video, we're going to be uploading it to YouTube and then making a title, description, tags, video thumbnail, and all the different considerations you need to be making when you're uploading a YouTube video. So I'll just go ahead and show you how to do that right now. The first thing you want to do is do some pre-upload research to see what's working well for videos that are similar to yours. So let's say you're making a video about living in Miami. Maybe you're making a video on the pros and cons of living in Miami. Then you would look up something along those lines on YouTube and see what similar videos are doing. So first I would look at their thumbnail. So a general trend seems to be have the person in the thumbnail and then have maybe a background of something pretty or Miami, the city, and then you have some text overlaid onto that with maybe a solid color background behind the text. So that seems to be the general trend among these thumbnails. So I would aim to make something like that, but maybe even a little more eye-catching that would make people click on my videos, make people stop to see, what's that video about? Like this one, like this purple kind of catches my attention a little bit. So that seems like an interesting thumbnail to make. So you just go over to Canva and type in YouTube thumbnail and find a template for that. Now, you just look through some of these templates and find one that would fit you. And it looks like I already found one, this one that would kind of fit the living in Miami style. So I would do Miami, Florida, pros and cons of living in Miami. So that's a potential thumbnail you can make, and just put that down a bit, and then maybe if I even put my name down here, but I don't know if they could read that. So I would definitely also put a picture of my face down like this corner where there's a little more space. And yeah, this is a basic thumbnail I made in like 30 seconds. So if you spend a little bit more time into your thumbnail, you can definitely make something really good on Canva that stands out, or at least fits in with the crowd of good videos here. So let's go ahead and upload our video. So let's go to the upload video in the top right. And I don't have an actual like living in Miami video to upload, obviously, so I'm going to do one of the training videos actually just as a filler. But pretending I'm uploading a video on that topic, to create our title, we would look at different keywords that are ranking in the search results already. So living in Miami. So if you look that up, you can tell people are fishing for certain keywords right here. So like moving to Miami, Florida, living in Miami, to move to Miami, Florida, living in Miami before moving here, living in Miami again. Well, obviously because I searched for it, but also it's just a lot of people have been using these keywords in their videos, and you can tell probably also because of your keyword research that you've done in the previous videos, and you get kind of a sense of what general words you should be including, words or phrases you should be including in your titles. So I went ahead and built out something like this. So pros and cons of living in Miami, what to know before moving to Miami, Florida. So this has a few hot keywords for real estate. That would be obviously living in, moving to, and then also city, state, Miami, Florida. That's a search term that a lot of people would use. So this is a pretty loaded title that I could go ahead and put on my video. It's a little long, but it still works. It's still 76 out of 100 characters. So once you get the title down, then you can go into the description and edit this. So this is our template that we configured in one of the last videos, but you would change this above this top part in the description, and you would change this to kind of a summary or recap of what's happening in the video. So we'd be looking to move to Miami, Florida, even get that extra keyword leverage in there. So that's just something quick I wrote out, but you can even write a little bit more. Just give a little bit short, like one paragraph description of what's happening in your video before you get into the rest of the description. And this was just a note here, not actually part of the thing. So the key here is to incorporate the keywords again, like move to Miami, Florida, living in Miami, Florida. Incorporate the keywords again, but in natural conversation. So a lot of people will try to like just take a list of keywords and copy and paste them 100 times in the description, and YouTube is a little bit smarter than that. They can kind of tell when people are doing that and trying to just spam and game the system. So every time you use these keywords in like the title and description, you have to make sure they make sense. So obviously you get it fit all the keywords in here, but you read this title and it's a fairly normal title. You read its description and this reads like normal speech. So you don't want to be just spamming it and just putting a bunch of keywords in a list because YouTube's going to pick up on that as kind of spammy, and that's not really optimal. So just normal speech, but including the keywords within that speech is what works the best. So next for the tags, if you go down here to show more, you'll find the tags, and this is the place where you literally just like put all your keywords in a list. So you can put, you can even look at similar videos. So if I go back to these search results, and I'll just go to this first video here. If you have keywords everywhere activated, it should pop up with all the tags they're using in their videos. And you can literally just export them. You can literally just copy them and put them into your video if you really wanted to, because really not many people are going to be seeing them. But I'd also recommend just like doing a little bit of your own, like looking at this volume competition and just making like a list, like getting in a document, making a list of the best keywords and tags that you want to include in the tag section of your videos. And then once you do that, make sure you're including like all the different variations of it. So if you do living in Miami, Florida, also do just living in Miami, Florida, and then different things like that. So you cover all the bases of what people would be searching for this keyword. And then you can just keep filling it out with more and more keywords until you hit this 500 character limit right here. Alright, so after you fill out your tags, the next thing you would want to do is go to your video elements, and then you can add an end screen and some cards if you wanted to. So what the end screen does is, if you have other videos, so this is especially useful once you've got a few videos rolling on your channel, at the end of the video, you can do something simple, like I recommend one of the simple ones, like one video, one subscribe, and you would just click on that, and you can drag this anywhere you want around the screen, as well as your channel icon. And people could click to subscribe here, they can click to view one of your other videos. So this promotes one of your other videos at the end of your current video, so that people can just go on a watching spree and go through all of your content like that. So yeah, like I said, I recommend just keeping one of the simple ones and not like putting two videos at once or getting anything really crazy that could convolute it, but it can be a pretty helpful tool to encourage people to keep watching. Another thing you can do is add cards. So this is one for when you want to promote something in the middle at any point in the video. So if you mention something, maybe you reference another video in the middle of your video, or reference another topic in the middle of your video, and you're like, that kind of links to something else. Then you can insert a link to something else. So these are just random things I have. But what you could do is link to something else, and it will pop up as a little tiny like white card in the corner of the video, and then people can click on that to go somewhere else. So video, you can link to a video, playlist, a channel, or an outside link once you join the YouTube partner program a little bit down the line. So after you configure that, last thing is visibility. So we set it to automatically set to unlisted. This is basically anyone with the link can watch your video, and then you can also set it to private, only you and people you choose can watch, but I'm assuming you're going to want to set this to public if you're going to be making this for your business. So change this to public once you've configured everything and you're ready. You can also schedule a date to make your video public, and there's really no best time to do this. It doesn't really affect your video's performance all that much, so just if you want it to go live at a certain date and time, then you can select that in the scheduling section. Alright, so that's about it for uploading your YouTube videos. Just go ahead and hit schedule or publish right here whenever you're ready. And yeah, so that's it for uploading your videos, and I'll see you in the next one.